Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Well, today I have something that unfortunately was discontinued quite a while back, but it's interesting enough that I decided to make a video about it. This is the SOG SWITCHPLIER. It's a multi-tool, of course. You get, first of all, a carry clip, low profile and black. Good. A low profile carry clip done the right way. Low profile, black in color. Not really a huge fan of SOG printed on it. But if you end up carrying this in a pair of black cargo pants or black cargo shorts, this thing will just disappear from sight in your pocket. However, yeah, it's a bit heavy. Then again, most multi-tools are a bit heavy. Let's take a look immediately at its best feature. Now, I don't like using the word novelty to describe this multi-tool. And in Europe, the word novelty means something a bit different than it does in America, and it doesn't carry a negative connotation over there. But yeah, this multi-tool is literally a switch plier or switch pliers, not a switchblade, switch pliers. Here's the button. As you can see, give it a good firm press and, yep, instant access to the pliers head. You get wire cutters, grippers, and needle nose pliers that, as you can see, oh yeah, no gaps. That's very nice. And this is spring-loaded. Now, you might have noticed that the top portion of the pliers does not actually move, even though these cutouts here, yeah, even though those look like traditional SOG pliers compound leverage, no, that's just for show. That's a decoration. The top does not move at all. It's stationary. The bottom one moves up and down. And there's a groove here, here, and here. However, the fourth groove here, see that little rod? Yeah, that's the spring for this handle down here. And as you can see, it does move within the groove right there. Now, one of the issues is that the very first time I got this multi-tool, and yes, it is discontinued, and they are getting harder and harder to find. And when you do find them, you're gonna pay a bit of a premium like I did. This is actually a fairly recent purchase. This is not something I had back in the day and I dug it out of a storage box. No, this is a recent purchase because I was curious, I wanted it, I went on eBay, I was fortunate enough to find a private seller based either in Europe or Indonesia or Asia. I'm not 100% sure where he was based, but there did need to be some currency conversion. Yeah. So I did find a SOG switch plier, but I couldn't find one for sale in America. Yeah, these have been discontinued for quite a while, but I decided I wanted one, so I tracked it down. And realistically, these are becoming a bit of a collector's item, just a bit, and they are getting harder and harder and harder to find as time goes on. Keep that in mind if you're watching this video a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. At that point, good luck to you if you want one. But yeah, the first thing I noticed early on with these pliers, because of that spring right there, I have heard reports that this spring, that spring rod, if you try to use these pliers for any sort of heavy-duty task, they tend to pop out of the groove and the head becomes useless until you can pop that back in, which may or may not be all that easy to do. So just keep that in mind. But I could tell from my initial examination after getting this tool, and I was fortunate to find one that was new, old stock, still in the box. Yeah, I just noticed after a few moments that no, this spring-loaded pliers head is not made for any sort of heavy-duty chores, none. Light duty, yes, absolutely. Medium duty, yes, as long as it's not too often. Heavy duty, no. If you're looking for a heavy-duty multi-tool, no. Let's just get that right off the bat. This handle scale, there's no tools. You do have markings for measuring, but oh my goodness, these markings are so tiny they might as well be microscopic. You do have them. Not quite sure what the heck you're going to measure with them, especially with this in the way if you try to lay it flat. If you need a good ruler on your multi-tool, this ain't it. Now, it does come with other tools, and I'll show them to you in a moment, but to close the head, you push the button again and hold it down, very important, and then just push the head all the way down into that groove right there. Now, when the head is exposed, yep, sounds just like a switchblade. The head itself is actually quite thick and pretty beefy, as you can see. But again, look at how thin that spring rod is. Keep that in mind. But yes, let's take a look at the other features that you do get. Now, thankfully, you don't have to deploy the head in order to access the other tools, which are on this handle scale exclusively. However, except for the two tools on either side of the handle scale, you're going to want to deploy the head to get to the tools. But you don't necessarily have to. All you have to do is lift up. And first of all, you get a pass-through nail nick opener. And all of these tools do lock into place. As you can see, here's the lock for this particular tool. Let me just open it up fully. And there we go, it engages. Now, yes, you do get a little bit of up and down play, not a lot. And if a tool does override the lock mechanism, it's not going to slam down on your fingers because this handle scale will be in the way. See that there? Yes, it gets in the way of the tools slamming down on your fingers. You get a 3-sided file. This side is good for secretaries doing their nails. Not even joking. This barely feels like it's even there. You do get a file down here, and that's a little bit more aggressive. I love 3-sided files. I just wish this side was a little more aggressive. But this side here, oh, that's nice. And then the really aggressive file is over here with the diamond pattern. You do get a somewhat thick slotted driver on the end of it. Now, to unlock, you open up this handle scale. Now, you don't press an individual line. No, you press the whole thing because that's just a hell of a lot easier. Press the whole thing, all of the locks, and there we go, it unlocks. So that's one side of the handle scale. The other one, well, this one has a partially serrated knife blade. The cutting edge is 2 3/4 of an inch. As usual, guys, specs in the description box below. Go check that out when the video is over. But the cutting edge is 2 3/4 of an inch. And as far as my research goes, this was the only blade style available for the switch plier. I couldn't find one with a fully plain edge blade. And again, lift that up as far as it'll go, press on the whole thing, careful not to cut myself, and fold this down. Now, there are other tools in the middle. Here's the thing. The plier's head is in the way. Yeah. And if you want one of the other tools, your best bet is to actually open the pliers, get the head out of the way of the handle. Now it's on this side instead of over here, and you can access the other tools. Now, yes, this is one of those multi-tools where if you go for one of the internal tools, the rest will pop up as well. Now, I know some people hate that. I don't. It just makes it easier to access the internal tools. In this case, on the inside of the file and the knife blade. Makes it just easier. So, next to the file, you have this rather aggressive, very sharp awl. Next to that, you have a Victorinox Swiss Army style push forward can opener with an eyeglass screwdriver tip. Eyeglass, sunglasses, very useful tip right there. Next to the can opener, you get a 3-dimensional Phillips driver, very useful. Next to the Phillips driver, hiding next to the knife blade, is a bottle opener feature with, ironically, another slotted driver. This slotted driver is quite a bit thinner than the driver on the end of the file. So there you go. That's for thinner slotted screws. And yeah, nice handy dandy bottle opener. Again, all of these lock into place. Little bit of up and down play. Not a deal breaker. No side to side play. And once again, press the button, hold it down, and fold the head into that slot. It slots in nicely, and there you go. There's your switch plier. Do I recommend it? Well, if you live in a place where switchblades are illegal, but you really want to play with one, might be worth tracking this down. Just keep in mind, if you're going to carry it, use it, light duty, yes. Medium duty, not too often. Heavy duty, oh heck no. This is not designed for heavy duty use. This is designed mostly for fun. But there is some practicality and some quality built into it. This is not a cheap piece of junk. There is some quality built into it. It is, to a certain extent, a very useful multi-tool. But again, one that's been discontinued for quite a while. These are getting harder and harder to find. Look at me. When I decided to get one recently, I couldn't even find one for sale in America. But I got mine. I'm happy I bought it. It's a nice little multi-tool. I'm going to add it to my collection. It's a little heavy for me to EDC, but that's just me. I mean, if you like the fun factor, this might be worth getting. It is a quality multi-tool. High quality? Very high quality? No. But it is a quality multi-tool with a great, fun, novelty feature. Yeah. And who knows, if you need absolute instant access to your plier's head, this might be the ideal one for you. But mostly, novelty feature with quality built in, definitely still useful. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay safe out there. I'll be back soon. Take care.